In 3, 2, 1. Hey, no, start over. We're doing it live. Let's go again. Doing it live. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Okay, what do we got here? Hey, everybody, welcome back to my show. It is a show. Hey, show it some respect. It is a show. You know what? I'm kind of getting sick of this. We are now going to take a minute. We're going to take a full minute to honor the show. Show it some respect.
Show it some respect, please.
Please take the following full minute to honor the quote, show unquote. Please take the following full minute to honor the quote, show unquote.
Okay, what are we looking at here?
Ooh!
Person of the day.
Person of the day. Person of the day.
Go to person of the day.
Person of the day.
It's Bilbo.
Oh!
Boom, boom, boom.
I like this girl at the end. Watch. She's going like this. Guys, breakdancing is one of the 5 elements of hip-hop. Guys, shut up. Breakdancing is one of the 5 elements of hip-hop music. Okay, there's breakdancing, graffiti writing, what else? Intermittent fasting, I think, is one of them. Let's get LeDron James here on the line. What are the 5 elements of hip-hop again?
LeDron James here, a great question.
Oh my god, just answer it, man.
Okay, so there's breakdancing, graffiti writing, and I think swimming is one. Like going to a beach.
Okay, what's the lady's name? Rachel Gunn, a.k.a. Raygun. Ooh. Okay, come on. What are people saying about this lady?
A kangaroo hop,
Boom.
the sprinkler,
Boom.
headstands, and all of it earned her exactly 0 points from the judges.
Hey, shut up, man.
Initial reaction from people in Paris was positive.
I love it. She showed some true Aussie spirit.
Suppose she had a crack and Aussies are getting on the map. Iconic. Absolutely iconic.
But as it does, the internet bubbled and churned, with millions chiming in to tear shreds off Raygun's unique style.
Better not. She doing a bit of the breaky there, ain't she?
She doing a bit of the breaky.
Yeah, but anyway, I saw everybody on Twitter X, the free speech platform, the only place you're allowed to do free speech, Elon Musk's website. I was reading on there everybody making fun of her, and I saw the videos like, oh wow, she's rolling around there a lot, you know? I was reading everybody making fun of her, this lady. And then I went and watched some of the other breakdancing. People from all over the world, the US, France, the Netherlands, all this crap, Korea, all this crap. And I realized I have no idea what the hell's going on. I don't know what any of this stuff's called. I don't know what any of these moves are called. My and everyone else's analysis on breakdancing is, oh, that guy's spinning around a lot. That's a lot of spins. So none of us know what the hell's going on, so shut up.
She doing a bit of the breaky.
Person of the day number 2.
The Detroit Police Department is changing the way it uses facial recognition technology.
Oh, God.
The change comes as part of a lawsuit settlement. CBS News Detroit's Kelly Vaughn joins us now to explain what's changing.
Hi.
Shana, the ACLU is calling this a path-breaking settlement. Detroit now has some of the strongest policies regarding police use of facial recognition technology, which they hope to see replicated across the country.
Okay, person of the day is a Detroit man who secured $300,000 payout for false facial recognition arrest. Oh my god. The Detroit PD, or at least a few of its investigators, managed to be the absolute worst at using facial recognition tech. Despite being told by their tech provider that a match, quote unquote, was never to be considered probable cause for an arrest on its own. Multiple PD investigators decided a match, no matter how iffy, was all they needed to start locking people up. Oh Christ. To do this. And this.
Boom, boom.
Oh god, technology in the wrong hands. Not good. Back to you. Robert Williams was arrested in his driveway of his home because officers claimed grainy, dark footage from a jewelry store robbery showed he was the most likely suspect. Oh, Christ. That's how they got the facial recognition tech match. Oh, no.
Boom.
But congratulations to that guy on winning that lawsuit. No more people today, right? That's it?
Well, in your own movement, that's what I want to ask about, because one of the supremacists who was saying things like this about your family, Nick Fuentes, an avowed anti-Semite, went after your wife. He had previously dined at Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump.
It's weird.
Does this have any room in your movement, in the MAGA movement.
Of course it doesn't have any room
does
in the
not.
MAGA movement. And of course,
You disavow him and
course,
this.
And of course, Donald Trump has criticized this person. Look, I think the guy's a total loser. Certainly I disavow him. But if you ask me.
And thank you to third sin of the day. What's the guy's name? JD for the drop.
I think the guy's a total loser. I think the guy's a total loser.
You do? Oh, man.
Boom. So, guys, the crowd that J.D. Vance runs in is ripe for criticism.
I think the guy's a total loser.
No, give him a break, man.
I'm putting it on the internet.
No.
J.D. Vance suffers from a similar problem.
Okay.
So, look at this. He apparently wrote a blurb for a book of a friend of his.
Okay.
And now it's coming back to bite him in the ass, and it should.
Give him a break.
J.D. Vance wrote book blurb for Jack Posobiec, far-right influencer of Pizzagate fame.
Never heard of it. Go ahead. Ooh, so speaking of Jada Pinkett Smith Vance, I've been seeing a lot of the crap about this book. What's the stupid book called? Unhumans. You know, I kept hearing about this book. A couple people messaged me about it. So I thought, hey, why not give it a read? And by read, I mean listen while I'm driving in the car.
I think the guy's a total loser.
Okay, I'm sorry to have to do this. All right, but right off the top of the bat here, I don't know if they did an AI thing on this for the audio Burke version of this, but they got the author's name wrong. The guy says the author's name wrong in the opening credits in the first 13 seconds of the audiobook.
Presents Unhumans, The Secret History of Communist Revolutions by Jack Posobiec and Joshua Lycett.
I don't think that's how you say that.
Read by
I don't think that's how you say that, man.
McDonald.
This book is already a bestseller on Amazon, but I'm kind of like, can anybody do that? Like, if I got my nan to buy like 400 copies of my book, my erotic thriller,
It's Bilbo.
would I be a bestseller? I think that's kind of how it works.
I think the guy's a total loser.
I listened to this whole thing, and my favorite chapter is chapter 9, and he goes in for real that McCarthyism was a good thing, among other things that he talks about in chapter 9. I need somebody to read some of this stuff. Is LeDrom James around?
Believe it or not, even the great Walt Disney himself testified to HUAC during the so-called Red Scare.
Okay.
Yes, Walt Disney was an avowed anti-communist who warned communists were infiltrating Hollywood.
Okay.
Investigator. What is your personal opinion of the Communist Party, Mr. Disney, as to whether or not it is a political party? Disney. Well, I don't believe it is a political party. I believe it is an un-American thing.
And then Walter W. Disney added, this part of this book, I almost veered off the road. I almost did one of these because I was laughing out loud at this part. Because the whole theme of this book is like, there are these people who are not human. They're not even human. These motherfuckers aren't even human. These communists, there's communists everywhere. They're not even human. That's how terrible they are. And they're trying to ruin everything.
Even the great
Walter W. Disney knew this. That's why he testified before another good guy, Joseph McCarthy. And this really is like a perfect summary of this entire book. Like the whole book is like this. If you kind of know about this stuff, you'll laugh your ass off. But what he leaves out about this Walter W. Disney part is what happened just like a couple years before he testified. There was a huge strike, a huge animator strike. There's like whole books written about it. On July 5th, the NLRB officially recognized the strike and sent a conciliator to arbitrate between the unions and Disney. 9 AFL unions returned to work, but even this couldn't stop the animators. The Disney lawyer sent a telegram to Washington blaming the ongoing work stoppage on communists. Those communists were going like this. They were going like that too. They were outside those Disney animation studios doing one of these. I mean, these slobs out here today. You know, these motherfuckers out here today. You know, they got it easy with these animations. Some fools will even just like put their mouth over a thing.
LeDron James back with another one.
But it wasn't always like this. You know, back in these times, back in them times, you know, 1930s, 40s, whatever, Disney animation. You know, it was like tons and tons of hand drawings for like a second of screen time. Very labor-intensive crap. And these animators were like, we're not really getting paid anything here. You know, this thing's going to make a boatload of money. Can we have some more money? So they went on this massive strike. Despite the earlier setback at the NLRB, Walt learned to use the changing political climate and McCarthyism to discourage worker organization within his growing empire. On several occasions, he testified at the House of Un-American Activities, denouncing strike participants and trade union members as communists. He claimed that they went like this, and accusing them of having ties to the Soviet Union.
Thus, McCarthy's efforts to protect us all were rebranded as a conspiratorial Red Scare.
Sick.
They were not, nor were they partisan, as one of McCarthy's own counsels was a young lawyer, Robert F. Kennedy Sr., from a powerful Democrat family.
Exactly. What does he say? Thus, McCarthy's efforts to protect us all. And this long example he gives is from a story where a bunch of animators were like, hey, Walt.
Hey, Walt.
You're kind of running a animation sweatshop here. Can we have enough money to, survive? Yeah, no, I just drew Snow White 480 times, but can I have enough money to live in a house, please, Walt? And Walt Disney was like, no, and you're communist and you're trying to ruin America. And then he went to Joseph McCarthy with that. And those are the good guys in this book.
That's great, man. What a good book. What a good book.
It actually is a pretty funny book if you do some light research on this stuff. It's actually pretty funny. Cartoonist on the march. Whatever.
When he drove up to his studio gate on May 29, 1941,
right,
the picketers were already on the march.
They were going like this. Okay.
Walt Disney was forced to wend his way through more than 200 of his striking workers.
Okay.
Nearly half of the studio's art department had walked out.
Sounds like a lot. Check out
and
these
it wasn't
signs.
just
Look at
the
this.
low-wage workers. Some of Disney's most trusted animators.
That's a little bit of an unforeseen side effect here. Piss off a bunch of cartoonists. They're going to come up with some really good protest signs. Look at that. Oh, that's Walt there.
I don't believe it's a political party. I believe it's an un-American thing. And the thing that I resent the most is that they are able to get into these unions and take them over and represent to the world that a group of people that are in my plant that I know are good 100% Americans are trapped by this group, and they're represented to the world as supporting all of those ideologies, and it's not so.
They're going like this.
And I feel that they really ought to be smoked out.
Whoa.
And shown up for what they are, so that all the good free causes in this country, all the liberalisms that really are American, can go out without this taint of communism.
Right.
That's my sincere feelings on it.
Okay, thank you, Walt. Okay, so that's 1947. This is from the animationguild.org website. Anger over the long-promised profit sharing from Snow White. Oh, I seen that one. Alienation over blunt maneuvers by Disney lawyer Gunther Lessing and other conditions made the workers sympathetic to the call to unite. Walt felt personally betrayed when Art Babbitt, his highest-paid animator, resigned as president of the Disney company. That was the sort of, I would call it like a fake union that Walt Disney set up to join the guild. 3 days after Disney brazenly fired Babbitt, the Disney strike began on May 29, 1941. So just a couple years before this. The strike lasted for 5 weeks, forever tearing the social fabric of the studio. FDR sent a federal mediator who fought in the guild's favor on every issue. Walt left on a Latin American tour to ease tensions. Oh my God, and then that Disney company, they had to shut down, man, forever. I wonder what they could have been. But that's the story in this great book is like, man, these Unhumans, these wretched communists who are subhuman, they're not even human. Even Walt Disney knew what was up. Even Walt Disney knew that these wretched pukes were trying to ruin everything. And by Unhumans, I mean the people who animated Snow White and wanted the long-promised profit sharing. It's interesting the graphics, too, that came out of this. Look at Mickey Mouse all pissed off. Got Mickey Mouse going like this. Oh, look at this one. These people out here looking like
a crystal flute.
That fashion. Oh, this sign is in like the Disney font. 3 years college, 2 years art school, 5 years animation, grand total hamburger stand. Here's one with Pinocchio. There are no strings on me. I actually don't totally get that one. Okay, this one I do get. Are we mice or men? Actually, this one's the funniest to me. Is just an angry Donald Duck face. Donald Duck out here going like, yes, he's going like this. Okay, this part's a little unpleasant, but one of those Disney animators, when asked about Walt Disney, they said,
I think the guy's a total loser.
But anyway, there we go, guys. A book that I listened to, that, what's the guy's name? John Dangerous Vance? What is the guy's name? That he, I don't know, had something to do with. And is a bestseller on Amazon.
Okay, unfortunately, it is a day that we do not like to talk about, but it's fine. Who cares?
Congratulations to all the people of the day, blah, 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 blah. Love you guys. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe on Patreon. Just click in the description and there's a link down there. What is it called? It says like secret videos or something like that. Subscribe on Patreon. You get all kind of crap every episode of the week. You're missing 2, okay? You're missing 2 of the episodes every week. Gonna get that. All kinds of other stuff. Hours-long show. The Quamens show where we listen to comments and questions and stories and all this stuff. Oh my god. Well, hey, LeDrum James, do you have something to say about this?
LeJohn James here! Please subscribe on Patreon, for God's sake. It's the only way that I will continue to exist, frankly. If you do not subscribe on Patreon, I am gone. Yeah, if you've ever seen Back to the Future when he starts fading away, that will be me. Is that what you want? LeJohn James with another absolute, just wrecking ball I've taken to this one, if you know what I mean. I'm doing a great job. Everybody is aware of it, and everybody is saying it. LeJohn James reporting live. Back to you.